Oh great, my favorite matchup. I did change decks slightly. Well, against Kano, it's not really impactful. Oh, let's get this over with, I suppose. We might get lucky, we might get the combo early, but as soon as I ditch my arcane gear, right, that's just us losing. Yeah, and they're fully decked out. God, don't you just love instant noodle, Kano? Surely that has to catch on, right? Because it is basically all it is, right? You just wait here for 3 minutes and, oh well, you're cooked. Nonetheless, we have time, we have Art of War, so I can cycle, I can draw. There'll be Art of War, of Critical, Art of War of Critical, and then into Tome. So I do need one to discard, so I need to keep my full name. Well, I can block. Well, I can pitch for Arcane, actually. Opt X, where X is the amount of damage dealt. So this is the other thing. Although I have the Arcane Barrier, I don't quite understand what damage I am trying to prevent. Exactly. Arcane Spindle, I suppose? Or is that instant speed? I can't do anything. You have resources to pay for a declared effect, but no cards to pitch. Oh, that's on them, I suppose. Interesting. And this just allows them to opt. You know what? I'm just going to block as much as possible. Because I don't fully understand what's going on. Did I do it? Did I shut down Wizard? No? Alright. Half expected. I feel like they were hoping for something a little bit bigger with that. Yeah. Interesting. This might be off-brand instant noodles. It doesn't really matter which of these two. We're just hoping for a blue and an attack. We got Art of War, which I guess somewhat helps. I can pitch one. Or do I pitch the Tome and just cycle both? Well, I want one Art of War for Final Act, actually. So you know what? We'll go... I can float resources off the gold. Ah, such draw heavy. I don't have the Mage Master, so Tome is actually irrelevant. So we will play Art of War. Pitch the Tome. We'll draw 2. And we'll do go again just in case we end up somehow going to the combo. I doubt it, but you never know. Yay, more insta. I mean, probably let whatever damage this is through. Right, until I have cards for the resources. Just this design, there needs to be more insta shutdowns. Right, for everyone. And then they probably approach it more, sure, whatever. Right? I feel like you're not completely on board with what you're doing and you're just learning, so have a freebie. But yeah, if you think about how much they've retouched on Insta, even for Wizard, even for like Icelandia and whatnot, right? This was a problem. This is still a problem, and rather than coming up with solutions, they just rather not continue manufacturing it, right? Which is something I've noticed with a lot of card design, is if they make a feature too strong, they don't balance it per se, or create tools against it, they move on to the next thing. And if things are too weak, then we'll see it ramp up slowly. What's going on? Deal 3, blah, blah, blah. Plus also Blitz is just the forgotten middle child, right? Can I get my 2 cards yet? No? Alright. All this for an Aether Spindle. I guess they didn't find what they were looking for. We did get Final Act. I could banish it. I could play the gold. I think I am just playing this, putting it on board, and waiting, because I want to keep the Arcane Barrier around. Right, and we have an Art of War and we have a Final Act for the combo. So if we get a cash out, we're golden, I think. Right, and we just let the 1 resource go. Yeah, because I'd have to banish the Final Act to draw, and I don't want to do that. You got more stuff to do? Probably. So is there a rationale for them to do it last? I guess that way you don't have any cards left, is the idea. So Sonic Boom is doing 4, and then deals damage to the top of your card. If it's a wizard not attack, you make banish if you didn't play it. This turn, as though it was instant, and it costs X resource. Wow, that sucks. I can get to 3 if I get rid of the Art of War. I really just don't care about this matchup. In all honesty, right? I'd rather just forfeit whenever I see a wizard, because you've got one interaction against it. Cool, I suppose, right? And again, I've been over this many times. You have to take all the counter, right? And it's in your equipment slot. It's not cards, and they get no disadvantage from that, right? You can shut it down, sure. At max, you can do 4, but there's ways for them to easily get above 4. And then they just pop off, and you've got no other way to interrupt. I'd almost be fine with it being something like instants are instants on their turn, but instants become actions on your turn, right? That way there's still that interaction. But even then, again, there's not that many tools. Cool. Glad they have some cards in their arsenal to deal with more so than I. Art of War. I doubt they have any arsenal disruption, but anyway. Do I keep cards for them to do crap, or do I just go? I don't have any attacks in there, so I could do Nourishing Emptiness. It's whether or not I survive another turn. That's the big one. Unmovable is useless, so I think I'm doing Nourishing Emptiness. Right, and then we're just holding for the Arcane Barrier. Come on, make your noodles. Do they block? Do they block with anything else? I mean, the one extra intellect is huge on Melody. It's the one reason I actually take this red. Arm-wise, can they block? No, they can't. Do they run defense reactions? Is there any wizard defense reactions? I guess not. Okay. So we just have to survive one turn. I'd very much like them to try and pop off. They have Nourishing Emptiness. Interesting. Pass. I mean, it's probably do or die at this point, right? So you got the other amulets. All we have to do is draw into... We've got 3 draw. That's not a lot, though. That's the only issue. So I could block it and wait one more turn. Then I don't have the intellect either. Depends whether or not 6 puts us down to a bad point. Problem is, I've taken out a lot of the block. So I'd have to ditch my old hand anyway. So I think we're just playing the amulet and hoping we draw into cash out. Yeah, and this is the only matchup where I honestly feel like I really just want this to be over, right? I just get so in my head against Wizard that I really just don't care anymore. I mean, 7 is probably a rough spot too, for them to pop off on me, right? But if they're playing Nourishing Emptiness, that's probably their setup turn, right? That's whether or not they screw me up now, right? Because they've got the 5 extra cards in hand. We don't have anything that goes at instant speed. Or even if we play an instant, they can do something instant, right? I think that's the go. Play the amulet first, because obviously they should do stuff. And then at least we can plan accordingly, depending on how much damage they push, if I have to defend. And then again, wait another turn. If they don't have enough damage, then, well, I guess, go for it. I feel like they're baiting me, and that's annoying. Banish and go again. We're just looking for an encore, right? Because we can just do a small final act too. And they have 2 cards. Nope, they're still not doing anything. Warmongers. Does Warmongers even matter? because all their stuff is non-weapon, right? Yeah, so no, it doesn't. 2 and 28, is that worth going for? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it is. 3 rounds on me works too. As long as we keep going into draw, I'm happy. And Warmongers is useless. They get an extra card, so they'll be happy. Then also might be a thing that tips them over. So we have 2. Is there any way for me to get more? None of these have go again, so no. Yeah, okay, so that's unfortunate, right? All we need was the cash out. So I guess we're just passing. And seeking final act in our arsenal. What could we be doing? We could have drawn into another tome, the Golgarian tome, or 2 cash outs. It's not really great odds. Oh, there's the second final act. Damn, we were 1 off. Would have been 2 in the zone, plus 3 for the second one, so it would have been 5, 11. Would have been close-ish. Actually, I'm thinking about it, because I did have the Outer War proc. I should have snatched into one. Yeah. Oh well. Massive card hand. Do they have anything they can actually do, though? Please let it be they bricked. But it's probably they just have way too many options. What can they do? And also, like, both of these should really not allow you to... Like, okay, Storm Striders, yes, it has a destroy effect. But because you can just chain instants. And then same with Metacarpus. No, Metacarpus doesn't have a destroy. Yes, it does, at the end phase, right? Because it's at the end phase, you can get so many procs off of it. Up to, if you play another wizard or attack, you card this turn gaze into your hand as a result. So they get to do that again, right? Because they played tome. Yeah. Okay. Enjoy your hands. Should I come back in 3? At least with Arcane Barrier, we've got a little bit of defense, right? And they didn't just run away with the game at the start. But yeah, in all honesty, I don't think it's enough, right? I think there should be more tools against it. Mainly because it is just... It's a bad showing of what Flesh and Blood is, right? Instead of this being mind game strategic, back and forth struggle, it's just sit here and watch. And eventually I'll get to do something, I think. Yes, we're just sitting in silence as he does nothing. Well, does a lot. I do nothing. Fun times. I've used both Art of Wars, right? Yeah, so lead the charges might go again. I don't have the gold. I really need the cash out. But again, as soon as I get the cash out, there's no way. I have to win in the turn I have the cash out. Right, that's the only way this works. Finally, 5? No, they pitched. Never mind. What are they searching for, out of curiosity? That you wouldn't want to do damage with all... No, banished. They can play any of the banished cards, right? Banished, if you do, you may play this turn, yeah. Right, and then they just go through the thing. Anyway, this is a very unclimactic end, but I don't think we can get through their pile, right? I guess we try. I was going to just phone it in. Come on. Can I... No. Can I see the stats yet? Because I'm curious how long they've taken on their turns. And that's the other thing, like the disproportional. They should really implement a chess timer, I think, for Flesh and Blood. Right? Wouldn't that be cool? So Swell Tidings, if it deals more than 5, so it's doing 6. I mean, I just go 4, right? I don't see why not. I mean, they're most likely attacking with something else, so just wait. I guess we could also try and just fatigue them out. But I don't think that's going to happen. I'm super curious for anyone who does play this. Is this honestly fun? Just sifting through your deck endlessly? Like, I enjoy sifting through my deck, don't get me wrong, but this is just to an extreme, right? Here I have to think about what's left. What are my chances? Do I go for it now? Do I do that? This is just throw everything against the wall and something will stick. Oh, play during opponent's deal 6, blah blah blah, does 5, blah blah blah, don't care. They out of cards yet? Must be painful to them too, right? Me putting up so much resistance and dragging the game on. Can I block the chain lightning damage? Does 4, right? Do I gripe? We can only block 1. See what else they toss out. Yeah, and this does a massive... What is it, like 10? I should really just put in the comment, no wizards. Although I bet you'd get wizards at that point. Okay. 10 to 7 minutes. That's not as bad as what I was thinking. But yeah, no. Definitely my least favorite matchup. Nonetheless, hope you enjoyed. We'll have to put through the wizard struggles if we're playing Blitz right. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See ya.